on, Kinfolk? What? Welcome back to the Key to the City podcast. You know who it is, man. It's your Kinfolk Yoni. We are back, man. Episode 28, season 2. Can you believe it, man? We rolling along. And overall, I think this is like number 81 for your boy. So we creeping on down to 100.
Wizard.
Gotta put that work in. You dig that? I want to thank everybody that's been tuning in like I always do. Thank y'all for sharing, liking, commenting, spreading by word of mouth. Whatever you're doing, man, I sure appreciate it. Because you ain't had to do it, but you did. And I also want to thank my last guest that we had on just before now. We had the guy Chevy fixing this thing, you know what I'm saying? He holding it down for Starkville, Mississippi, doing his thing in the independent music game. So we're going to shout out to that king. And just like with Chevy, this interview is no exception. You dig that? Still hitting you in your head with quality content and quality guests. We got a familiar face back in the building. You first saw him on our interview with Mookie Montana. You know what I'm saying? The Sauce Kid, my dog Mookie Montana. And he's been putting in work for a minute now. He's the boss dog, boss hog of Smokehouse Entertainment, head honcho on that thing. And they got some heat under their camp, man. Shout out to Remedy, shout out to Mookie, shout out to OG Snap. Is OG part of the camp? That's like a brother.
Yeah, he went out affiliates. He ain't officially on the team, but yeah, you know, we all rock together.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You see what's happening over here. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're gonna get into. He just dropped Boss Mode. Woo! That thing got some heat on it, man.
Appreciate that, man.
I got a few favorites on that joint that I've been bumping all weekend, so we're gonna get into it. Without further ado, y'all welcome back to the seat of my kinfolk, Scottie Pimpen.
What up, bro?
Appreciate
you having me, man.
Appreciate you being back, dog.
Man.
Love City in the building.
Yes, sir.
He also hit us with a gift pack. Y'all see that? We got the face masks, we got the beanies, we got the shirts, man. That's love right there, man.
Yeah.
Doing this thing, man. How your day going so far?
Man, everything been great, man. You know, on the grind as usual. Trying to get it, you know, make plays.
Yeah.
Trying to make a play.
What about Halloween? You been trick-or-treating or what?
Nah, I ain't got no kids to trick-or-treat with. So,
What?
You know what
You
I'm
got no
saying?
kid?
I might eat up plenty of candy tonight, though.
Oh, man. I got enough kids for you. I'll probably let you borrow one, but I'm glad you're back, dog. You've been putting in so much work with so many artists under your camp. And then for you to come back out and put out quality content, man, it's kind of unheard of. How was you able to balance everything with handling your artist business, making sure they have a proper rollout to the same thing for your own project?
Well, you know, for me, the label and the team is the first priority. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I made sure that I put all my effort into making sure that their projects get out and got in the places it need to be, you know, as necessary before I even really focus on mine. I had started, you know, like I recorded a couple singles last year, you know what I'm saying, with No Rush featuring Mookie Montana. Okay. And at the top of the year, I released Ralph Lauren featuring Fred Nice.
Okay.
So those are just some precursors, and I really wasn't completely locked in to doing the album. But as I just continued to strategize on, you know, having enough content to carry us through the year, you know, once everybody else got their projects, you know what I'm saying, prepared and we was getting ready to roll them out, I was like, well, you know, I might as well go ahead and put something in the bag too, you know.
Right. And before we get into the album, who been on the label the longest with you? I always
Scottie Pimpen.
Okay.
Yeah.
She got something coming up soon?
We're in the creative process with her on her next project, you know what I'm saying? So she took a little break, so now she's back active, she's back into it. So actually I supposed to went and met with her today to review some of the new music she's been writing and creating. So you know, she got tracks she's been writing, so we're about to start the process of getting her recorded. But yeah, she's been with the team the longest out of the group of artists I have now.
Okay. Shout out to Shorty 28. We gotta get you on at some point. So let's get into Boss Mode, man. This thing right here jamming, people. If you ain't download, stream, bought it, hard copy, whatever, you're sleeping on yourself. Because it came hard, straight in the door. Especially with the Boss. I was gonna ask who produced the tracks on there, but I see D Ford all over this thing. Who's D Ford?
D Ford is a dope producer from the Delta, from Belzoni, Mississippi to be exact. I'm from the Delta. Okay. I'm from Hervey County. I'm from a town called Louise, so Louise and Belzoni are both in Hervey County. So he's a dope guy, man. He's an actual musician.
Yeah, I can tell. He know definitely what he doing with the strings and the 808s and everything like that.
Yeah.
The title pretty much speaks for itself. You've been holding it down for a minute.
Yeah.
What made you decide, let me go ahead and title it what it needed to be and let these people know? What's the inspiration behind it? The message?
The label itself, you know, how we're moving, you know, I was trying to think of a title for a long time, and just I wanted to come with something that fit, because like in one of the bars, you know, on one of the songs, I said I never tried to be something that I'm not. So I wanted it to be something that truly represented me, where I am as a man, you know, at this stage of my life. So, you know, it came together. You know, once it came to my mind, you know, it just fit perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I kind of wanted to kind of go against the grain of the content, as far as imagery or messaging that's the most dominant in the marketplace now. You know what I'm saying? Like when everybody gooning it up, you know what I'm saying, drugging it up, you know what I'm saying, which I'm down with partying or whatever, but I wanted to, you know, kind of go in a different direction.
Okay. And I picked that the whole album, man. And the album flows smooth, like topic wise, as far as what you're getting into. It's hard for me to pick a favorite if I ain't listened to it at least 3 times. But right now, I can't stop jamming that For the Paper. That's why I put it on the teaser for the promo. Yeah, man. Because I like, I just love Dravo's sound.
Yeah, Dravo blessed me with that, man.
Shout out to Dravo. How did one come about, For the Paper?
Man, as I was working on the album, you know, I initially was going to try to do it like I did my first album, MacBook, where I was going to do all the hooks and all the verses and all that right there. But I was kind of getting stuck on the creative side with, you know, managing everybody else's releases and then trying to do mine. So, you know, the change in direction started when I did the songs with Mookie. You know what I'm saying? We did No Rush and we did Remember Me. That was like the first 2 songs I recorded. So as I continued to just think, I was like, you know what? I'm around these young creative guys, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. I might as well just pull them in and do what they do best, because Mookie Montana and Dravo Coolidge are some of the most creative, melodic, and hook makers like in the area.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and they do it quick. You know what I'm saying? They hear the track and start vibing and start, you know, harmonizing and making melody, and next thing you know, in 5 minutes they got words.
Right.
So it happened like that with Dravo. I called Dravo one day and I was like, hey bro, you know what I'm saying? I never worked with you. I want to get you on the hook. He was like, man, I'm with it. So he swung by the crib, put the track on, and I'm sitting there and like, literally within 5 minutes he had the words, and I'm sitting there like, damn, like I would have never thought of that. You know what I'm saying? With that type of vibe and that type of flavor. So, you know, like,
y'all meshed perfectly on that jump, man.
Yeah.
What's some of your favorites out of it? Give me your top 3, if you could. I know it's hard for an artist.
Yeah, man.
Choosing between these babies like that.
Right. I definitely gotta say the Boss.
Oh yeah, that thing come in, woo!
Because I kind of set the tone for the album with that. You know what I'm saying? With the whole concept with that particular track.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Remember Me is one of my favorite tracks because, you know, I make direct mention of my hometown, you know, where I'm from. When I say I got out the mud in Love City off People Pool Road. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's exactly where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So Love City is not.
That's what I was gonna ask you about, the meaning behind Love City.
Yeah. Love City is the street name for the town where I'm from, but as a product, it's any city that has love and respect for the true and real. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what our town was known for, as a party town, as a club town. Okay. So people used to come from all the surrounding cities on the weekends to come party in our town. It was all love. You know what I'm saying? So it was known as Love City. So, you know, that's where that came from. And I think probably my other one, man, it's tough. I gotta say, I'm Up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that thing rolls.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you like more about what I'm Up?
I guess because I put together something that was about like persevering, like coming up. You know what I'm saying? Stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like pushing through. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of mostly inspiration for the whole album, because like when I released my MacBook album, it was more conceptual, and after it was released, I found that I came to realize that many, not as many people as I would have liked gravitated to it or could even relate to the content because it was so edgy, you know what I'm saying? MacBook, you know what I'm saying? It was a play out my name, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of creative energy I wanted to release on the pimp player side, you know what I'm saying? That, it came together in that project. So when I released it, I found that many people as I would like wasn't really gravitating to it or even agreed with the concepts or the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as I sat back and analyze, listen to all the dope artists in the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go around to all the showcases and shows and stuff like that, and I peep game on what it was about their content that was making people gravitate to them. And it was the stuff that people could feel and actually relate to on a personal level. Right. So that's what I try to do with songs like I'm Up and pretty much the album, was try to create content that was true to me, but also was something that the people could relate to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What's your writing style like? Cause I like the way you put words together, man. What's the line? About the green, I'm about my green like an iris, but I can see the hate in your iris.
Yeah. That's very close to it, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your writing process?
Man, I always get the track first, and I try to come up with the hook first, and then I start writing verses. And I'm extremely meticulous with the verses. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could see my notes from when I'm writing a verse, you'll see so many lines scratched out and so many words replaced or whatever the case may be, because I'm a severe critic on lyricism. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make sure I got cadence and lyricism, you know what I'm saying, bars, you know what I'm saying, that people can respect. If you actually listen to it, if you compare what I said or what I wrote to anybody in the industry, you can be like, hey, like he ain't far off. You know what I'm saying? This person, this artist may be bigger or might be your favorite, but lyrically, word for word, bar for bar, there's not really a level of superiority. So like man, it might take me a week to write a verse. You know what I'm saying? Completely, because I might be done with it, but I might change a whole lot of it. Like on one of the songs when I say I hustle like Nipsey, to get to the cash. I actually changed that line to the Nipsey part when I was in the booth recording. I had finished the verse and was like settling on, like, this is what I'm recording. But as I was going through my takes, and it just the words I had there, I think I might have said I hustle relentless to get to the cash, but it just wasn't.
It didn't hit like
you wanted to. It didn't hit like I wanted to. Then the Nipsey thing came to, and I was like, oh man.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right. Key to the City podcast. We got my kinfolk Scottie Pimpen in the building. What would make this album a success for you?
Honestly, more than anything, I want to be respected for the skill. For the skill and quality. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't about the money. It ain't about being famous about, with it. I just want, especially, and then, this really probably shouldn't matter to a lot of artists, but I want the respect of my peers as far as my skill and creativity goes, you know what I'm saying? But really my skill as an MC. Right. You know what I'm saying? I want people to respect that because, like I might have said on one of my posts, many of the people that are in the city, you know what I'm saying, that are active and really getting at it and really doing it, they only know me as CEO Scottie Pimpen. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really know me as an MC, you know what I'm saying? And you know how it is, like my music, the album I released was released a couple years ago. So in the time that I've met people and we vibed and had associations, whatever, they're not inclined to go back and dig up my old work. You know what I'm saying? So as I moved around and I hear conversations with people, you know what I'm saying, being respected as MCs, I'm like, I'm kind of worthy to be in those discussions. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think I need to do something that kind of puts it out there and makes it evident if people really check it out that, I'm one of the ones. Right.
Tell them boys to stop looking at this man like you baby. He's getting way tougher than baby out here. What you talking about?
Hey, man, if I can pop my shit for a minute, I'm the best rapping CEO ever.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, you heard it. Straight like that.
Straight like that. You know what I'm saying?
So, speaking of your peers, man, what do you think about the local scene?
Man,
I feel like you had a lot of momentum, especially before Corona hit.
Yeah. Corona should slow things down.
Yeah.
But I actually love it, man. You know, a lot of people might have their different opinions, but I love it because I love the diversity in the talent. I love the skill in the talent, and definitely the overall grind. You know what I'm saying? Like there are a lot of people, and they've inspired me. You know, just watching them and seeing, you know, how they get down on stage and hearing their songs. You know what I'm saying? It's inspired me, and I really love it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know somebody's gonna break through. You know what I'm saying? And like if I could ever, when I get to the point where I can establish an industry level label presence, man, we could make a lot of moves in the industry with just some great songs. You can take it's several people in the city that got at least one amazing song. Right. That we could just, you know what I'm saying, it's that much talent and skill in the city. So man, I'm loving it, you know what I'm saying.
How can people keep up with you, follow you, keep up with what you got going on? Man,
you can follow me on social media. On Facebook it's Scottie Pimpen. On Instagram is Scottie Pimpen LCP, and that's SCOTTIEPIMPEN. It's not pimping as in pimping females, but it says pimping as in pimp my pen. Yeah.
Say it one more time,
It's not pimping as in pimping females.
Gotcha.
It's pimping as in pimp my pen. One of my favorite tracks of all time is one of Snoop Dogg tracks where he got the poet, the street cat doing the poetry, and the whole he was like, I pimp my pen. From loose leaf to zigzag. You know what I'm saying? So that always stuck with me. Like anytime I hear that right now, you know, I was at the park one day.
Yeah.
That's when I saw. But dude kicks the poetry, and you know what I'm saying. So it's about pimping my pen. So Scottie Pimpen LCP on Instagram, Scottie Pimpen on Facebook, Smokehouse Entertainment on Facebook, Smokehouse Entertainment on Instagram, Smokehouse Entertainment on Twitter. Hit our website, www.lovecityplayers.com. That's the official website. You can get all the artists' EPKs, mixtapes, albums, and videos, along with links to their social media from the site. Yeah.
There it is. And last question, I know we pushing boss mode right now, and I'm sure you're doing that going into 2021. But what's next for Smokehouse?
Man, what's next? We're gonna continue to push Pressure, which is the EP by Remedy, The Sauce Kid, which is the album by Mookie Montana, Be Your Own Man, which is the album by Lil Biggs, Life, Living It Forever Every Day, which is the album by my R&B artist Curtis B.
Okay.
We're gonna definitely push Boss Mode.
Yes, sir.
And then we got MJ the God coming up.
Okay.
You know, we got a lot of songs completed for him, so we just waiting to get the final packaging together and get it out there. And then we're gonna release a project by Shawty 4X.
All right. MJ, he was the one that performed with Mookie during Independence. Was there? Or that? I know Snap was there, but was MJ there?
Nah, MJ wasn't there. MJ wasn't there.
I'm gonna have to check him out. There it is, Smokehouse Entertainment head honcho, Scottie Pimpen. It's your kinfolk yawning with this thing. Key to the City podcast, man. We appreciate y'all. Love, peace, blessings. We out. One.
Yeah. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they went loving it.